What if I told you that the hour between 5 o'clock and 6 a.m. could completely reprogram your reality? That within this quiet window, your thoughts are powerful enough to rewrite your destiny.
You're not just waking up early. You're waking up the universe within you. This isn't just morning motivation. It's quantum manifestation in motion.
Science calls it coherence.
Spiritual master call it alignement. He call it the 5 heures du matin miracle.
By the end of this video, you'll understand how one sacred hour can shift your frequency, your energy, and your entire life. Let's start with the truth. Most people wake up already behind. The alarm goes off, and before they've even taken their first conscious breath, they're rushing, checking notifications, scrolling news, diving straight into chaos. Their energy is scattered, their mind reactive, and their heart disconnected from their purpose. The moment you wake up, your brain transitions from delta, deep sleep, to theta, the realm of imagination, and then to alpha, relaxed awareness. But here's the problem. During this fragile window, you're programming your subconscious mind with whatever energy you feed it. Most people feed it stress, emails, deadlines, noise, and that becomes their dominant frequency for the rest of the day. This is why people feel stuck in repetitive cycles. They're trying to create a new reality using the same old energy. They visualize abundance but wake up vibrating scarcity. They talk about peace but start their day with anxiety. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to vibration. And your vibration is shaped by the first energy you emit after waking up. In the world of quantum physics, this isn't mystical, it's measurable. Every atom in your body is vibrating at a frequency determined by your emotional state. When your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are misaligned, your energy field sends a confusing signal to the quantum field, what spiritual teachers call the field of infinite potential.
You can't manifest clarity from confusion.
You can't attract abundance while vibrating in lack. And yet, that's what most of us unconsciously do, every single morning. We forget that we are transmitters. Every emotion is a frequency. Every thought is an instruction to the universe. But if you wake up in chaos, the quantum field mirrors that chaos right back at you. Now imagine instead, waking up in pure stillness.
The world is silent.
The mind is calm. And in that sacred space, you deliberately tune your frequency.
That is where the shift begins. That is the power of the 5 heures du matin practice.
It's not about productivity, it's about energetic alignment. It's not about getting ahead, it's about returning to coherence. You see, the biggest problem isn't that people don't know how to manifest. It's that they're trying to manifest on autopilot, without ever changing the signal they're sending out. They've forgotten that they are both the observer and the creator in this quantum game. And until you learn to consciously set your frequency at dawn, life will keep repeating the same lessons, over and over again. So if you've ever wondered why your affirmations aren't working, why vision boards fade, or why nothing seems to click, it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's because you're doing it in the wrong state of being. Now, let's talk about how one early morning discovery turned this realization into transformation. It all began in the middle of a breakdown. I was burnt out, anxious, and completely disconnected. Every night I'd promise myself tomorrow would be different, and every morning, I'd wake up into the same loop. Until one night, I couldn't sleep. I got up, walked to the window, and watched the horizon shift from black to gold. The world was silent, and something inside me whispered, "This is the time." So I sat on the floor and just breathed. No phone. No plan. No pressure.
Just breathe.
Just being. That's when I stumbled into the most profound stillness I had ever known. It felt like my thoughts stopped moving, and for the first time, I could feel the energy behind them. Later, as I explored more deeply, I found that both ancient spirituality and modern quantum science agreed on this phenomenon.
Spiritual texts speak of Brahma Muhurta, the sacred time before sunrise when the veil between worlds is thin.
Quantum physics calls it a state of superposition, when infinite possibilities coexist until observed. At 5 a.m., your brain is literally wired for transformation. Your subconscious is awake, but your analytical mind is still quiet. It's the perfect time to impress new energy into your field. I began to design a practice, a 5 a.m. ritual that wasn't about meditation alone, but about quantum alignment. Here's what I discovered. When you enter deep stillness and feel gratitude before anything external happens, you're training your nervous system to embody the frequency of what you desire. The universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your state. This is why so many people visualize but never manifest. They're trying to imagine something while feeling the opposite. But when you wake up early and align your heart and mind, something shifts. You stop chasing outcomes and start attracting resonance. That's when coincidences appear.
Synchronicity unfold.
The right people, opportunities, and ideas start flowing, because your frequency has changed. Science backs this too. Studies on heart-brain coherence by the HeartMath Institute show that when your emotions, heart and thoughts brain are synchronized, your electromagnetic field expands up to 3 meters beyond your body. You literally become a magnetic field of order in a chaotic universe. And that order begins to mirror itself in your outer world. That morning, I wrote in my journal, at 5 a.m., I am not chasing my reality. I am designing it. That was the discovery. And it changed everything. So how do you actually do this? How do you turn a simple morning into a powerful manifestation ritual? Here's the step-by-step method I've practiced and refined over years. Step 1. The awakening, 5 to 5:10 a.m. As soon as you wake, don't touch your phone. Instead, place your right hand over your heart. Take 10 slow breaths and feel gratitude, not for what's coming, but for what already is. This activates your heart field, shifting your energy from survival to creation. Step 2. The alignment, 5:10 to 5:25 a.m.
Sit comfortably.
Close your eyes. Focus your attention on the space between your eyebrows, the third eye center. Now visualize a ball of light expanding from your heart outward. With each breath, repeat silently, I am connected. I am coherent. I am creating. This integrates quantum focus with spiritual presence. Step 3. The visualization, 5:25 to 5:40 a.m. Here's where the quantum part comes in. Don't just imagine what you want. Feel it as done. Imagine yourself already living that version of life. Notice how your body feels. Anchor that emotion. Emotion is the frequency, thought is the blueprint. When both are aligned, manifestation becomes magnetic. Step 4. The embodiment, 5:40 to 5:55 a.m. Now stand up. Move your body. Stretch, dance, or speak affirmations out loud. Bring your visualization into physical motion. This step grounds energy into matter, literally bridging quantum potential into the material world. Step 5. The intention, 5:55 to 6 a.m. Finally, write one line in your journal. Today, I will vibrate as the version of me who already has it. Then go about your day. Don't chase, just be. This 5 a.m. practice works because it aligns your subconscious, your frequency, and your physiology into one coherent signal. And the quantum field always mirrors coherence with coherence. Over time, you'll notice subtle but profound changes. You'll attract aligned opportunities. You'll feel calmer in chaos. You'll sense life responding to you, not against you. That's the method. And once you practice it consistently, the transformation begins. At first, the results were subtle. My anxiety eased. My focus sharpened. But then, things I had once only visualized began appearing effortlessly. Clients who had ghosted me months ago suddenly reached out. Money started flowing from unexpected sources. My relationships deepened, not because I forced anything, but because I had changed my frequency. It was as if life had been waiting for me to tune into the right channel all along. And here's the emotional truth. It wasn't about getting more, it was about becoming more. Through this 5 a.m. practice, I began healing my relationship with myself. I stopped seeking validation outside and started feeling whole inside. I remember one morning, during meditation, I suddenly felt warmth spread through my chest. It was the first time I'd felt unconditional peace, not tied to any achievement, not dependent on anyone's approval. I realized this is what every spiritual teaching had been pointing to. The universe isn't something outside of you. It's responding through you. And quantum physics mirrored this realization. The observer effect proves that the act of observation changes what is observed. So when you observe your life through the lens of love, gratitude, and coherence, the particles of your reality rearrange themselves to match that frequency. That's not magic, that's mechanics. One woman who adopted this practice messaged me months later. She said, "I stopped begging life to change. I started changing my mornings, and life followed."
Déteste the transformation.
When you align your energy before the world wakes up, you stop reacting and start creating. You become the cause, not the effect. You start to see every challenge as feedback, every delay as divine timing, every setback as spiritual calibration. And soon, people start noticing. They'll ask, "What's changed about you?" And you'll smile, because you'll know it's not something you did, it's something you became. Now, the mission isn't just personal, it's collective. We're entering an era where consciousness itself is evolving. Humanity is moving from competition to coherence, from fear to frequency, from doing to being. The 5 a.m. spiritual practice isn't just a routine, it's a revolution. Imagine millions of people waking up in love instead of fear. Imagine a planet where we don't just talk about manifestation, but live it, in our relationships, our work, our leadership.
Quantum manifestation isn't about getting rich or getting famous.
It's about remembering that you are already whole. That everything you desire is already vibrating in the field, waiting for you to match it. So your mission is simple: become the signal. Wake up at 5 a.m., not to hustle, but to harmonize. Not to chase, but to choose. The more you embody coherence, the more you influence the field around you. Your peace becomes contagious. Your energy becomes medicine. And that's how collective change begins, not through force, but through frequency.
So tomorrow morning, when your alarm ring, don't hit snooze.
That's not just an alarm, it's an invitation. To rise into your higher timeline. To align your heart with the quantum field. To remember who you are, a creator, not a victim. And when you sit in that stillness, before the world wakes up, whisper to yourself, "I am energy. I am consciousness. I am the universe creating itself anew." Because you are. Now, if this message resonated with you, I invite you to join this movement. Start your own 5 a.m. practice for 21 days. Share your journey in the comments below. Let's build a global field of coherence, one sunrise at a time. Because the world doesn't change when we fight darkness. It changes when we become light. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more spiritual and quantum insights, and share this with someone who's ready to awaken their inner power. Your energy matters. Your mornings matter. And remember, every sunrise is a second chance to create your universe. Sunrise sparkles.